Alright, I think we're alive again. Graphics card crashed and killed my stream. Which is fun. Alright, so that doesn't work. Let's see. There's a couple of issues that can cause that. I'm not 100% sure though what is causing it. Don't think it's the shader itself. Let's actually look at the shader. It might be that the shader is wrong. But then again, I don't think it is. I'm not... we had that already in the past, that this shader crashed with the volumetric stuff. I'm not quite sure why. Set back? Yeah, I think so, right? Let's just do that, which is stupid, but yeah, if I'm crashing again and the stream is dead, I will be back in a couple of minutes again. Alright. I guess that didn't work. That one will be a bit tricky to find, I guess. Although maybe... That's the weird thing. That we claim we have never updated that descriptor set. Which is bizarre. Because shouldn't that be the case? Oh, unless... wait. No, that should work, right? Because we bind it here. And then we bind our shader effect here. And then we draw. Shouldn't that work? Famous last words. Shouldn't that work? Did I change something here that's like weird? I mean, it Is that the same thing that I had before my changes? I fixed that here. No, that's exactly the same as I had before. Okay. Where do we get those from? Actually, hold on. I want to double check one thing. We put a breakpoint here. Binding name is view. So that is descriptor set 0. Okay. And then descriptor set index 0, and we over that, it doesn't matter. And then we have destination binding 2 and 1. And I would want to go actually to my static mesh thing before we card the draw. Because we go in here. We go into pre-draw. There we have descriptor sets. Why do we have 3? Oh yeah, okay. No, we have 3 because it's per frame, yeah. Now we go to the frame index. And we check if we have pending updates, which say what? Ah, okay, well that's uninitialized, right? But yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. We have one update for binding 2 in that set. Is that correct? Is that really what we should be? Is the question. Don't save. And we go up here and check our view constants, shaders. Okay. Okay. But it's global set 1. The question is, do we do that correctly then? Because I mean, maybe that's not the same. Oh, where do we get that from? Here, right? Destination binding and descriptor set. So we should have multiple of those, right? Or do we create that again? Oh god. Not here, not here, not here. Maybe here? No, that's not correct. Shader module. Here, descriptor sets. No, that's not either. Well, actually, it might be. So what do we do with the set here? Actually, maybe we don't do a lot with that. Can we do something with it? Okay, well, let's go back again. So we go to our static mesh. Okay, we have a breakpoint there, perfect. So we go there, and then we go in here, and then we go in here, and then we go into pre-draw. And then we go into that. Or no. Where is this update thing again? Here. Where is that card? Oh. But shouldn't that be fine then? Hold on, wait, maybe it's not fine. Or actually, never mind, it's too early, right? So oh, that's bizarre. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. In that case. Okay, so yeah, I think that makes sense then why it doesn't work. Or does it? Oh yeah, it does. It does. How did that ever work then? What? Isn't that always wrong then in my other flow as well? So here we do the bind. I think what we should probably do is find descriptor sets. But here we do shader effect. Oh. I mean, okay. Something along those lines. Rename. So we do that, then we bind, and then if we change, we will update them again later. But that should hopefully fix it. If I crash again, well, we will be back in a couple of seconds or minutes. Okay, well, never mind, it crashed. But do we get the same errors there? No, or? Oh no, we do. But why? Couldn't that help now? Or do we wait? Okay, no, maybe that is actually correct. No, never mind. But maybe we should check what we do here in the bind shader effect. Okay. So we have two descriptor sets. The first one is set 1. We already have the default one in there. We push the second one. And then we push probably another one, which is set 2, which is the lighting stuff, probably, right? Is it the light stuff or lighting set? Where is that? Is that in common as well, which doesn't really make a lot of sense, but yeah, okay, that is the 2. Okay. Is that the problem that doesn't like? Now we're not empty. Push the first set. Push 3. Pipeline bind point is graphics, which makes sense. Doesn't look so bad. It does look actually correct. Which is kind of weird. And then if we go here, right? Oh, wait. Well, that is not good. Okay, let's then do one thing. Maybe that's the issue then? But is that really a thing that can happen? I mean, I guess it can. Oh well. That was not it. That did that. Okay, that fixed at least our other error, so that's good. But yeah, something still is wrong. How can I verify that? I mean, maybe when we do the red shader again, we can maybe verify what that we actually do, yeah. We can verify the inputs. So I think I should be already able to do that. Just as is. And then we take a sample here. Can already, well, we can leave it running. So do we have some garbage in here maybe? Eventually. I mean, it's really hard to see, right? It looks fine, but again, that's like hard to say. I mean, that all looks fine. Are those unit vectors? That looks a little bit sus, or? Is it a uniform size vector? Sorry, 0.18848. Okay, it's almost. It's almost yeah. Okay, it is a more or less normalized vector. Never mind. That one will be funny to find probably, or not. What could be the reason that we crash? Because it doesn't look like there is a glaring issue here. Because otherwise, like, if it's in the coordinates, I mean, I guess we could do a Phong, like a, is it Phong? Shaded one, where we take the normal and we just do a basic one, just to see if the normals are the problem. The UVs I think I'm not using. I think at least I'm not using them. I don't have it open anymore. Is it this one? Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. How do we do the vertex buffer here again? Render graph. No. Where is it? Static mesh. Where is my vertex buffer? It's in volume component, right? Here. Now we do here and we push the vertices with vertex normal UV. But then in here, okay, vertex in. Okay, no, never mind. It's probably all good. Well, it is all good. But then somewhere along the lines we fail. What happens if we do that? I mean, that should give us just the albedo. And I mean, in theory, we get the cluster index, but if that fails, then we at least know where the problem is, right? Otherwise, it will be a fun Tuesday probably, where we have to debug that. Although it's a little bit painful to debug that on stream if my graphics card crashes and then kills my stream from time to time. That's not so fun. Oh well. It's that, I think, because we have a VEC 4 out, right? Okay, maybe not. Failed to compile. What? I already saved it, or? Oh, did I? God damn it. Of course. All right. That already kills it. Okay. Did my stream now die again? No, it didn't. Okay, so then I think the problem is this one probably, right? That's the only thing that makes sense. And this can be word normal again. If that still fails, then I am curious. Oh, that still fails as well. What the hell? Let's see. So it can be either a division or like this sampling. This division, by what do we divide here? Let's do here plus 0.01. Just to be sure that we don't divide by 0 here. That already might help. Nope. Didn't help. Fascinating. I'm thinking it might be the sampling. Do we actually bind something here? Unnamed buffer view constants, which is kinda sus. Why is it unnamed? But okay. That looks wrong. What? Wait, Ward, hold your horses. That might actually be a very interesting one here. Texture. Where? Sample texture. Node. Okay, well, that is bad. Shouldn't you be called? Hello? Okay, well, that is a problem. Okay. Do we have a graph to begin with? We don't. Which is fascinating. Okay, well that one is discarded, so that's bad. Actually, we should need the path. Okay, yeah, oh, well, that makes sense. Okay, then we probably have some garbage in our shader graph. But that makes it a little bit easier then. No, while JSON viewer. Okay. What? Ah, we have that one here. That was it. Man, I hate JSON really so much. Okay, so let's see. Do we have a valid graph now? Yes, we do. And now we have execution order, perfect. Where? That's not so good. Are we missing an asset again? Actually, we might... let's... For the sake of it. I think that should work, right? Does it initialize everything with 0? Not sure. Okay, yeah, that initializes all of them with 0, so then we have at least something. Alright, good. Okay, so it was just that we were missing our... yeah, basically we were missing the... God damn it, words. The... Holy... the texture indices. Not quite sure why it's not a triplanar one. What I ruined in my triplanar shader that... I mean, maybe it's that, right? That I broke it with. Because I'm not quite sure anymore what I divide here, but it might be important. I think it's the weights or something like that. Okay, no. And why is it... Ah, it's red at the beginning because probably that's some texture in there at 0. But why? Well, I guess that's a future thing to look at. Why is it broken? I'm not sure. But yeah. I mean, it's better than what it was. Not quite sure why the... why the texture is the way it is. It doesn't make too much sense in my head, but... Unless that is somehow different, but it doesn't look too different. Oh well, I will call it a day for today. I mean, that's already quite okay. We fixed at least that crash, which is kind of obvious then. I'm a bit... It's a bit weird that it worked. Oh, actually, it does work on some, it doesn't work on others. Maybe something with my triplanar thing is off. That might be it. I'm not even sure if that shader is still correct, to be honest. Let's see if that works. Didn't try that in quite some time. Okay, so that works. I mean, that looks fine. We can try to save that. See what that shader is that comes out. Save that over the old one. And see what happens, right? Alright, sorry. Oh, wait. That might be because of the normal here. Let's fix those up. The rest should be fine, hopefully. Huh. Fascinating. Oh. Is it something with the push constant? It seems like something with the push constant. What is the old one? Oh, we have a padding. Which is interesting. Because we didn't have that in the other one, but okay. Okay, no, then something is wrong with my triplanar, I guess. Although it worked before, so... I don't know. We will need to look at it. Yeah, it's a bit fascinating what happens here. And what is this weird line here? Oh well. Alright, whatever. I will look at that tomorrow on Tuesday. We will be back on Tuesday. And then... I'm not sure. Either we go into the route of adding or trying to add, like, that we can edit it. So that's one way. Or the other way is we move this to the GPU. I mean, it's rendering on the GPU, but the mesh is created on the CPU currently, which is not... I mean, it's okay, and we can keep it that way, but I think that algorithm is very feasible and very good to run on the GPU on the compute shader to extract the mesh. And as we currently don't have any physics anyways, we don't really need it on the CPU. And then we can always get it back from the GPU, like with the read back. That's not a big deal. And usually I know that, like, for example, in the engine of Assassin's Creed, they did terrain editing on the GPU as well. And then synced it back. And I think that might be the way to go for performance reasons, because we are constructing meshes on demand, and that might be really slow on the on the CPU. But it doesn't have to, but it might be. It's definitely something worth looking at. And if we move to the GPU, the editing might be different. So maybe we do that first. Maybe we try to move this algorithm to the GPU. Like the mesh extraction. Shouldn't be too hard. Famous last words. But it's very... The algorithm itself is very simple. So we might do that. But I'm not sure. I will think about something for Tuesday. It's either one of those two. I think there is not really any other avenue that I would want to go in currently, I think, because the terrain editing is like very high on my prio for the game I want to do, because otherwise it will be hard to do a game if we don't have a terrain. All right. Thank you very much. Have a nice rest of your Sunday and see you on Tuesday. And if you want to, you can check out the latest release of the engine with some more fixes here and there. Thank you, bye bye, and see you then.